I was on my way to school and had to pull over because I started panicking. And that's because starting today, my school is allowing people to go indoors without wearing masks or any sort of facial protection. And that fucking terrifies me, and it should terrify you too, because this pandemic is not over. It is so far from over.
Well, I'm gonna take this damn mask off.
And we are back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I hope you guys have a jug of bleach nearby, because you are definitely going to need to disinfect your eyeballs after what we're about to see in today's episode of Epic Woke TikTok Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
Those are the truest words you're ever going to hear come out of a politician's mouth. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back. Now, if you're wondering, Mike, what the hell is on the screen right now? What we're looking at on the screen right now is a teacher in the Middleton Cross Plains area school district. This is a teacher that dresses in drag, putting on a drag performance, a drag show for the students of that school during school hours. Yeah, the hell with teaching math or English or social studies or phys ed or art or music. Let's put on a... This is what the kids are learning today. This is it.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
I know, I've said it a million times and I'm going to say it 1,000,001. Get your children out of public schools immediately. Easier said than done. I know. All right. So listen, before we get into it, do me a favor. If you've been subscribed to this channel, can you please check to see if you're still subscribed? The overlords over at the YouTubes have been playing their funny tricks lately on subscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Become a member of the greatest community on the YouTubes. That's you guys. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers here. 10,000 freedom-loving, logical, and common sense-based human beings. I know we can do it. So join us all on this journey. And I don't know what else to tell you guys except get ready. It's going to be a little bumpy today. Let's get into it. This first one is not a whole TikTok. It's a screenshot from a TikTok. And as you can see, there's this young lady laying at the lake. And it says, she captions her TikTok with, "When you're the only black person at the lake club." When you're the only black person at the lake club.
Surely you can't be serious.
And you ain't black.
Listen, I didn't say it. The potato brain in the White House said it. I didn't say it. However, when we have people like Sean King and Rachel Dolezal who say they're black and they're not. I mean, I don't understand I don't know what this late. I have no idea. I don't know. But if you can say, well, I don't want to be a boy anymore. I'm going to be a girl today and go swimming, for the college women's team. Even though I've been swimming for the college men team for 2 years, I'm going to switch it up. If you can do that, why can't you say, well, I don't want to be white anymore. I want to be black. Right? I don't know. What do I know? Let's get into the first clip, please. Yeah, you guessed it's a teacher. This is frightening. It says, "Who do you think we should teach about? Who's important to you?" Roll the film, please.
Hi, my name's Az and I'm a preschool teacher. So my classroom celebrates diversity. It's probably my favorite thing to teach. We usually use kids' books to talk about this kind of thing. Recently we started wearing pronoun pins, and the kids get to pick a new pronoun pin every day. We have some that pick like she, her every single day, and we have some that change it up. So diversity is really important in my class. So I recently realized that there's a whole lot of really amazing figureheads and people to look up to in this world. who aren't white or straight or male or what have you, and that we should learn a little bit more about these people.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about? And
Wow. This beady-eyed little lizard person here is telling children, little children, that here, you can be anything you want. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's great. Play pretend. But there are plenty of figureheads to look up to as long as they're not white, they're not male, and they're not straight. How is this even allowed? Let's keep it moving, please. All right, now this communist freely admits that he wants to change the language like they did in the book 1984 by George Orwell, what they had the Newspeak. Well, it's real life. Roll the film, please.
In my English class today, my teacher told us that they, them pronouns are only plural. And it just got me thinking, really, because, like, obviously for a while now, they, them pronouns has been considered singular as well. Even the APA endorses they, them pronouns as singular. You can see it says, "This means it is officially good practice in scholarly writing to use the singular they." But really, it's just like, language is a social construct. It's only important, like, it only has value within whatever time period and culture that, like, ascribes meaning to it. If we're being limited by our language and we can't fully convey our experiences, why not make changes?
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
It's just so bizarre that it's just one certain group of people that wants to change the language. Well, that's not necessarily true, because you got people like Vice President Kamala Harris. She's got her pronouns in her bio, so I don't know. All these people that want to change this language that just doesn't make any kind of sense and want us to follow along, it just seems to be... I don't see anybody that shares our kind of similar views really care to change the language. I mean, I don't know. I may be talking myself in circles here and get myself in trouble. So we'll just keep it moving, please. All right, this lady with the lovely two-toned hair and the giant butterfly tattoo on her neck has tells us how she teaches her kids consent. So it says, "Does anyone want to guess the most controversial way I teach my kids consent?" Not listed in this video, but so important. Okay, I don't know what that means. Whatever. Roll the film, please.
The most controversial way I teach my kids consent is that they all choose their own gender identity, because it's every person's right to be who they are. It's that simple.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Wow! The land of make-believe!
Oh, what? So she teaches consent by letting them choose their own gender identity. I don't know what that means. So the kids can get once again, trying to make sense out of the nonsensical. Moving right along, please. All right, we got about as bad as a groomer as we're gonna see on this. As we've seen so far, we've seen quite a few, but this one is bad. But before I roll the clip, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. We have one sponsor today. Today's video is being brought to us by none other than Grant Ramsey. Grant, thank you so much, sir. Grant has sponsored several videos in the past, has been a member of this amazing community from way back. Grant, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support. Grant's coming at us all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. Thank you, Grant and family. Really appreciate it. I said you guys are keeping the ship afloat as the YouTube's overlords are still trying to sink us. Now, if you'd like to support the channel and sponsor the next video, there's a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Once again, Grant Ramsey, all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. Thank you, Grant. Roll the film, please.
Wonderful suggestion. I've touched on it a little bit, but here's something more structured. First and foremost, this bill does not just apply to kindergarten through 3rd grade. It also prohibits these discussions in a manner that isn't age-appropriate or developmentally appropriate in accordance with state standards. And yeah, again, I've memorized it. It's lines 99 to 101. Okay? Does that help? Anyways, when do state standards actually finally mention gender identity and sexual orientation? 9th grade. And at what age do most children have an understanding of their own gender identity according to decades upon decades upon decades of research? 24 to 28 months. Not years, months. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's well before children start kindergarten. And if you ask most trans people, they'll tell you that they knew something was up pretty early on. But they didn't have the language or the representation to understand what that thing was that was going on. Gay people exist, and trans people exist, and there is absolutely zero use pretending that they don't when they are parents of some of these children. And gay people exist outside of our sex lives. It's not all we are or all we talk about, and we definitely don't talk about it as much as straight people do.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention?
Touch, bad touch, stranger danger. I just don't understand how this doesn't alarm everybody. It doesn't matter what political side of the aisle you're on, if you're a left, a right, a Democrat, Republican, conservative, progressive, liberal. They should alarm everybody when some weirdo like this is smiling as he's talking about teaching gender identity and sexual education to, what did he say, 24-month-olds? These are the people that... And did you hear the last thing that this person said? There's no way these people can believe this is true.
And gay people exist outside of our sex lives. It's not all we are or all we talk about. And we definitely don't talk about it as much as straight people do.
It's a damn lie, and you know it!
Right. So the people that have big parades for themselves, that have whole months dedicated to their sexual identity, they don't talk about it nearly as much as straight people do. Right. Oh, man, it's... Let's keep it moving. All right, next up, this lovely lady thinks that the government can do a better job at raising our kids than we can. The comment says, teachers have no business teaching kids about sexual orientation and gender identity at this age. 100% agree. This is someone commenting to this. This isn't her opinion. That's the parent's problem. Okay, I wouldn't say the parent's problem. I'd say parent's issue to teach it. Anyway, see what she's got to say. Roll the film, please.
I'm giving this dude one last chance to get the fuck. We don't like this. My community specifically does not like this. You want to know why personally I don't like this? Because when it's the parent's problem, that's how you get homophobic kids. That's how you get kids like me with internalized homophobia until they're like 18 or 19 because they finally started going to therapy. If my parents had their way, I wouldn't know shit about the gay community or my own legitimate sexual identity. I came out to them when I was 16. You want to know what they told me? They told me I was going to unalive myself because of this. I was an already depressed teenager. So when you say it's the parents' problem, understand that the parents are not going to make the best decision. They're not going to educate their kids. If it weren't for public school, I wouldn't know shit about the gay community.
I feel sorry for your mother.
These people aren't okay. She's not. Her eyes were bugged out the whole time. She's freaking out. I see it in every video, but they're all so angry and unhappy. And their eyes just... Oof. Keep it moving, please. Wow. All right, guys, listen, we're going to be wrapping it up soon. I got a couple more TikToks after this. The last two I'll be showing today are really, really disturbing and really, really disgusting. So if you want to check out now, I don't blame you one bit. Thank you for making it this long. Give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I can't do this alone, so thank you for trudging ahead with me. Like I said, if you check out now, I 100% understand. It gets really bad from this point. If you're gonna stick it out, thank you. And also, listen, if you've been subscribed, make sure that YouTube's overlords didn't mess with your subscribe button and unsubscribe you. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Become a member of this absolutely amazing community. That's you guys. And if you don't believe me, read the comments. I read them all. You guys are the greatest community on the whole YouTube, the whole interwebs, as far as I'm concerned. All right, and also, just got to give a huge shout out once again to the sponsor of today's video, Grant Ramsey. Grant, thank you so much all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. Grant, I'm super glad you're a member of this community and you're on this journey with us. This is the race lady from MSNBC, Joyless Reed. Tucker Carlson calls her the race lady from MSNBC, and everything this lady talks about has to do with race. Not this point, but roll the film, please.
I'm just going to say this, if y'all don't mind. I am so sick of right-wing men coming into my mentions and asking me stupid, basic biology questions like, what is a woman and are babies valuable? I have given birth to not one, not two, but 3 full humans and raised them with the help of my husband. I am a mother, but I'm not your mother. If you need answers to basic biological questions, you need to Google it or ask your mama. Again, I'm a mother, but I'm not your mother. Stay out of my mentions.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Joyless Reed, the angry race lady at MSNBC. Now, I'm not sure if she was taking a poke at the new Supreme Court Justice nominee, Ketanji Brown Jackson, or not. She said a simple biology question. Hey, Joyless Reed, that simple biology question, Ketanji Brown Jackson couldn't answer it. So who knows? Moving right along. All right, like I said, the last 2 are just disgusting and alarming. This one's very disgusting, fairly alarming. The next one. Like I said, if you checked out before the last clip, I ain't mad at you. Roll the film, please.
I can't eat this, but how exciting is it to smell it?
Did you guys see that? That's so disgusting. It's too bad you can't smell through a video.
Thank God we can't smell through a video. Oh. Just why? What? Why? Moving right along. All right, guys, we're going to end it on this one. Thank God. I cannot take any more of this. And you guys might recognize this person on the screen. This person was in the last video. Looked like Little Red Riding Hood in a red dress. Just decided to become a girl, as they keep saying, a month ago. So this one's about going into the locker room the first time as a girl. I can't take anymore. This is going to be it. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties, so for some reason, if I can't get through this clip, I'll have to cut it short. I'll play it next time. I do apologize. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right. Roll the film, please.
Day 25 of being a girl, and I'm on my way to yoga class for the first time as a woman. And I actually used to be a yoga instructor, but I haven't gone because I've been so nervous about the locker room situation. Because actually the last time I went, I used the men's locker room a few months ago, and a guy walked in and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the men's locker room." And I was like, "Ah!" But I have my mask. I'm going in. Wish me luck. That wasn't that scary. I made a friend in there, and the women's locker room smells so much better than the men's, FYI. And if you're afraid to use the locker room with a trans person, this is what you're afraid of. So let's just pick a different battle to fight. Am I right? Love you.
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.